case for identifying Babylon the Great with the USA. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakwadash. I did a video on this using this particular site. I don't even remember when I put it up. I'm pretty sure it's down when they took whatever page I put it up on. But anyway, I was going through Revelation chapter 18, one of my favorite chapters, because to me, Revelation chapter 18, when you see a movie, a really good movie, and that people are leaving the theater and you see the closing credits, well, that's Revelation chapter 18 to me. It's the closing credits of this man's system going down. When you read the whole chapter, and it's a very simple chapter, but then in a way it is complicated. It's simple to us that have been in this thing, that's established, that's rooted in this thing. It's very simple. Matter of fact, really, all of the breakdowns, we made it our business here in the leadership at GMS to make sure you get all the what they call hermeneutics, the exegesis, if I'm saying it right, which hermeneutics pretty much means interpretation. And it's not really even a biblical or a theological term. It's actually another way of saying etymology, because you understand things and you decipher things by going to different words and going to the lowest common denominator, breaking the words down. Etymology, the root of the word. Where did the word come from? So I'm not going to go all into this, but I'm just going to kind of breeze through it. Okay, the unity of Revelation 17 and 18. I'm gonna see what jumps out at me. The last video I did on Back to the Basics was a very basic scriptures, but at the same time, if you're not rooted in this thing, it was very advanced to you out there that don't understand the scriptures. We'll do things and keep it basic, but to certain people, it's deep. Oh my, I didn't know this, When I did the video, Back to the Basics, aboard now the Edomite, Deuteronomy 23:7, a whole lot of precepts came into my head. I was going to put something together, but I said, let me just go with the Spirit. And the Spirit led me to various basic precepts. But there were so many precepts that were coming into my head. Had I allowed those precepts to come out of my mouth, that could have been 3 hours long. That's a vast subject. That's the subject of the Edomites. The Edomites, Esau. That's a vast subject. You can go for hours on end on that subject, and then it leads you to secular history. And pretty much you can go through basic words in Revelation 18. Revelation 18 is very, very basic and very, very simple to the ones of you that are learned in these breakdowns. And if you really go in depth to the book of Revelation, it can go, that subject can go for hours. It's amazing. I went to, I put in the word ungodly, search term ungodly in a blue letter, and all kind of powerful precepts came out. And I said I could, and I never did never did a video on it, but I said, damn, this is easy. Put in the word wicked, put in the word ungodly, Put in the word Esau, put in the word Edom, Edomites, lead you to the history of the Herodians. Put in the word Israel. I mean, you can go for hours, you can go for days on the subject of Israel. And it's amazing, man. Mosai gave this to babes. This is why these people see what you got to understand is Vocab Malone is a so-called scholar. He went to one of the top theological seminaries, I call it theological cemeteries. And he said in one video that he wants to go back to school to get his master's, then eventually get his doctorate. And you know what? So we're dealing with a guy that's schooled in the scriptures, and he's still and you know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? You know what that devil's doing? He's like his if you go to a video that he's going to put up on December, dealing with the Feast of Dedication, that's out of the Apocrypha. So he's forced to go to the Apocrypha, but he says the Apocrypha is not canonical, if I'm saying that right. But the Roman Catholic Church accepts part of the Roman Catholic Bible, and I have a Roman Catholic Bible somewhere in the house. The Apocrypha is part of the Bible. So let's say you don't deal with the prophecies. You have to deal with the history. Maccabees existed. Antiochus Epiphanes existed. When you go to Google and you put in Antiochus Epiphanes, the primary source that they're going to give you is the Apocrypha. Is first Maccabees, second Maccabees, third Maccabees, fourth Maccabees. So, like I said, I'm not going to go into this, but I'm just looking at these. Okay. On the other hand, there is no direct statement of any kind in Revelation 17, 1 to 19. What is it? 19. Revelation 19:5. I just want to see what's going to jump out at me. And if you ever go to Revelation 17, you have to go into secular history. You have to mention the Roman Empire. You have to mention the Roman Empire, and which these Christians don't understand unless you spend years in a theological seminary, then you kind of understand it. But the everyday average Christians, they're lost. They don't know what's going on, and they're building up by watching us. They're learning the scriptures or even deeper than a theological seminary can teach them, because they don't understand the prophetic parts. It's damn sure. What's this guy? Vocab Malone. He doesn't. But he's watching our videos. He's learning. He's understanding the various prophetic breakdowns, which before he dealt with us, he didn't know. He couldn't break down Daniel chapter 7. He can't spell the book of Daniel. He's learning and he's building. He's getting his biggest education from us, the Israelites. And he knows who the Edomites are, because we went through it so many goddamn times. He knows who the Edomites are. He knows who the Israelites are, even though he's in denial. You go to a boxing gym, nobody shows you anything. You just stick around and you make certain friends among trainers and stuff. And you're going to pick up stuff. You're going to become a trainer. If you go around, you box and all that, just being in that atmosphere is going to make you a boxer. And I told Ricard that. I said, look, just being in that, hey, look, when I know a lot, when Floyd Mayweather fights, I can break down everything that man does to a science. I can break down everything. To me, everything Floyd does is basic. Everything that Boots Ennis does is basic. It's all basics, man. To me, I see everything, and the same goes with the scriptures. We see every. You should thank Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakar Padash every day. Every chance that you get, praise the holy name of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. I'm ranting right now because he gave us the greatest knowledge on the planet Earth. Some elder Yaikrob used to say, the Most High gave us the greatest, you got the greatest knowledge on the planet Earth. You wouldn't say Earth, you say Earth. You don't realize this. You got the greatest, knowledge, the top knowledge on the planet Earth. We see every fucking thing, man. You see the news somewhere in Russia, you dissect it in your mind. You put it through your biblical mind. The food shortages, you filter it through your mind, and it's filtered right through the scriptures. Everything's in the scriptures, man. So we know this man is getting ready to go down. Could be 6 months, could be a year and a half, could be 2 years. But it's that close. It's that close. And the charagma is here. The charagma is here. If you get a chance, not too many people really got into this video. Maybe let me do this. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, I watched. Did I subscribe to this brother? Let me see. If I didn't, I will. Yeah, I subscribed to him. I watch a lot of Deacon Destruction Mode because pretty much, if I watch any of his videos, it's gonna make me watch a video based on the topic that he's in. I just don't know why. You know. But let me go. Where did I say I was gonna go? Okay, right here. Okay, this video right here is only not even 700 views. It should be a lot more views because look at the subject. Don't hide the prophecies in a napkin. In a napkin, a back and forth with Paul Kersey. So when you get a chance, you watch this video, and basically he admits in this video. But it started let me go here. Bear me for a minute. Okay, so this is the previous video. What was it? I'll go to it in a minute. But anyway, myself and Paul Kersey for GMS go back and forth. So I'm doing a video, and if you watch this video, you'll find out what this video is. I did a back and forth, so I'm going through it, and then he even pops up on the scene. And when you watch this video, don't hide the prophecies in a napkin, a back and forth with Paul Kersey, right? Let me come back over here. Don't hide the prophecies, right? And I believe it's here where we go back and forth. It's 100% logical that we are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, give me a second. How many views? All right, almost 1,000 views. Okay, the video Don't Hide the Prophecies in Napkin is based upon this back and forth that me and him had. And he admitted that IUIC doesn't have 100% truth. He admitted it. Not that it's a bad thing, but he admitted it. So you look at these comments here, and then you watch this video, which I thought a lot more people was gonna watch. He confesses, man. He said, "You guys got 100% without saying it." Basically, the scriptures say some 30-fold, some 60-fold, some 100-fold. He definitely admits that they're not of the 100-fold, uh, you know, category. Like he says it right here. Apostle Hart, you can't hide what you don't know. Like he's saying that, because I'm accusing him of hiding the prophecies. They're not telling the whole thing. So he's saying you can't hide what you don't know. He's saying, when you watch both of these videos, he's saying that we don't know it all. But guess what? We say we do. So why not say, well, you know what? Let's listen to GMS. Let's see what they got to say. Let's ask them. You know why they're not going to do it, especially the leadership? Because of pride, man. Because of pride. Now, what he meant by we don't know, we got to wait, is the MOTB. So I asked him, I said, well, okay, well, if you don't know what it is, okay, that's fair. You don't know what it is, but you know that we teach it. So why would Bishop Nathaniel do a video saying what he thinks it means? Oh, it's a Roman, it's a Christianity, it's an embargo, it's sin. Why don't you just say, oh, we don't know? We don't know. We got to wait until the Spirit hits us. That's what is that? That's that's not Daniel. Isaiah. Let me go to that real quick. Isaiah. I'm just ranting, so no particular topic. Isaiah 29. KJV. So when you make a statement, well, we don't know, the Spirit didn't give it to us. Well, this is the category that you in. Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourself and wonder. For the Lord have poured out the Spirit. That's not what I want. And the vision of all has become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. So part of the book is sealed. But the Lord opened the seal, the 7 seals, in Revelation chapter 5. It said John wept. Read Revelation chapter 5 from the first verse on down. The whole chapter, as a matter of fact. Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying. So I would say that you're learned. Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is what? It is sealed. So that's what you said. Well, we don't know everything, Tahar. Well, we here at GMS claim we know everything. When it comes to the scriptures, we have 100% truth. We're the only camp that can say that. Not even the great Sakari can say that, because they don't have 100% truth. You heard me? So let's look up the word seal. And the word is kathum. To seal up, affix, a seal to seal. One seal to seal up, fasten up by sealing, to seal, to look up, to be stopped. So part of what you got is sealed. Let's go to Revelation 5. Like I said, I'm ranting right now. I don't have a particular subject. The book with 7 seals. So how many seals is open to you? 4 of them? 5? 6? It says, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. What book does that represent? It's the same book that John got in Revelation chapter 10. When the angel came down in a gigantic ship and something that looked like a hand came out and gave him a little book. What does that little book represent? It represents the scriptures. From the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, all the books in between, including the Apocrypha. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book? We know the whole book because Yeah, the comforter gave it to us, right? And so the Lord said, what? I shall come to you, I shall teach you all things, right? Now we got to open up another tab. Where am I? Let me get, okay, I'm right here. Let me bring this over here. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to say in the next 2 minutes. Subject might completely change. Let's go to all right, let me just put in comforter. Come. All right, here it is, comforter. Let me do it this way. Bear me for a minute. Okay, I believe I found it. St. John 14, verse 26. But the comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, Ghost is there, whom the Father will send in my name. You got to know his name, Yahweh Shai. He, got a word there. When you go back into the Greek and you go back into the Hebrew, the word in the Hebrew is wa, which means um, he or it. So it will be an it more than a he. He, who's a he? The comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. He shall teach you. We don't even use this. He shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever I have said unto you. He shall teach you all things and bring all things to your what? Remembrance. So when you say, oh, we don't know it yet, then what? But why do we know it? Why do we claim that we know it? There's a problem there, man. That's why Bishop Nathaniel is blazing churches. That he wanted to lively it up. Like that song, Lively Up Yourself. He's trying to lively up himself. Gimmicks, as the Apostle Gabal always says. We don't deal with gimmicks. We give you the straight skinny. The church blitz. The marching down the street. You should be marching in them books. And if you got 3,000 guys marching down the street, every last there should be if there's 5,000, I heard it's supposed to be 5,000 of y'all. I don't count GMS because those men that are and the women that are in GMS, they're the most highs. I'm not gonna make the mistake that David made, bragging. We got 5,000, even though in the Book of Acts it didn't number them for record's sake. But they got it now. If you got 5,000 men, there should be no less than 5,000 YouTube channels in the name of IUIC. See, in GMS, everybody that's a part of GMS, the men, they have to have a channel and they have to keep it active. They have to keep it active. Like I said, I'm all over the place. That's just how the spirit works. As Bishop Manatazak says, the spit. No, there's no R's. That's how the spit works. Spit. You know the spit. You be around these brothers long enough, you pick up everything. So wait a minute. Ain't all the seals supposed to be open? And I saw right hand sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open up the books and loose the seals thereof, and no man in heaven nor on earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the books, neither to look thereon. And what I read in Isaiah 29, I cannot, I pray thee read this. What does this mean? I cannot, because it is not sealed. Well, guess what? The books are unsealed now. The books are unsealed. So, Paul Kersey, for you to make a statement, well, the Most High didn't give it to us yet. Well, guess what? Maybe the Most High is not dealing with you. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. So John said he wept. He started crying because the book couldn't be unsealed. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. What does it mean by the root of David? I mean, he came out the loins of David, meaning for you dumb, monkey-minded Christians, David had a son, Solomon. Solomon had a son, Rehoboam. Rehoboam had a son. His son had a son, all the way down to Zerubbabel, down to Joseph, the father of the Lord. Joseph came, is a direct lineage of King David. Joseph is not just of the tribe of Judah. He's from the direct lineage of the king of King David. That's why vocab can't get, his head gets messed up when we teach about reincarnation. If you really understood the scriptures, even the commentators, they all say that Elijah's coming back, but they don't know who is he coming back as. See, this book would make you go crazy, man. It'll either lift you up or cause you to want to commit suicide. And look, this book can't be mated with any other book, Isaiah 34 and 16, around about there. You can't make this with any other book. I'm going to prove that. Them Kemetic cats, Sonetta and them, all they talk about is the book. The Hebrews, the Israelites, the Bible. Is the Bible for our people? They all look, go to Sonetta's page. See how many times Hebrews is up there. Israelites. Nobody will watch you guys if you didn't have Captain Tazariak and Priest Daniel and them on as guests or doing debates. Watching you Kemetic niggas it's like watching paint dry, man. Ain't nobody listening to you. So you got to put the Hebrew Israelite spin on it. The Bible spin. You got to challenge the Bible. We're going against the Bible. The Bible's on trial. Israel's on trial. Look at Vocab Malone. Israel, 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 Israel. If he just went out there and just taught the gospel, didn't say nothing about us, he wouldn't get no hits. And he knows it. Okay, where am I? I'm gonna get ready to close. And I saw a strong angel proclaim with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. Now, was the seals loosened during the time of John? Yes, they were, but he didn't understand them. He didn't understand what was going on. Daniel didn't understand what was going on. Jeremiah, none of them. Isaiah, none of them. None of them. We understand it fully. All 7 seals are open. That's why we say we got 100% truth. And no man in heaven or earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book. Because we can read the book. Blessed is he that read it, right? Neither to look thereon. And one of the elders, which angel saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed. How did he prevail? Because he went on the cross and he had victory over death, to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. So when is it going to get loose? When is all the seals going to be loose? Paul Kersey. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, which is Yahushai, Hamashiach, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High, sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. That's worship. Oh, you can't worship the Yahweh Shai. You just worship the Father. Nope. How many elders? And when it says the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. When we put them prayers up, the Lord is responding to it. And they sung a new song saying, "Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof." For all of them, all of them, all of them. For thou, I will what? Send you the Comforter, and he shall teach you all things. All things shall be restored to your remembrance. Therefore, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us, the Israelites, to the Most High by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, meaning Israelites. It says saints. This is the answer to Revelation 7 and 9. Anyway, let me come back over here. So you can read this yourself. A lot of references to a lot of precepts. And this is, I believe, Esau, Truth Only Bible, about the Bible, Christianity, and current events. So this is a prophetic-based book. So they're telling you when you read this article. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in my favorites. That it's a miracle. I did a video on it. I forget when I did it. I don't even think it's up anymore. Anyway, with that, that was my rant. I'm gonna say shalom.